Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by my channel. Again, I'm working on the, what is it called? Lost in the Woods, and I'm using that because I still need a few pieces of ephemera, but this could be for any project you have. So this is something that I kind of came up with. I don't know if I've seen anybody do it. I did see Gail Augustinelli do something with a matchbook cover or a matchbook notebook, but I thought I would do mine a little different once I got in here and started playing. So the first thing you need is a piece of, envelope, a junk mail envelope, and it doesn't have to be plain. It can have a window, because we're going to cover it all. So then, I took these papers. I wonder if I want those or not. Maybe one of these maps would look good. I mean, you really don't get to see it, so. All right, we're just going to use this. So you can use any scrap you have, of course. Oh, I think I got it. I'm getting a headache. Maybe it's from all the roosters crowing. This morning, everybody was in my yard. There's probably 10 chickens and a couple roosters. I'm just going to ink this so that... Oh, and by the way, you need to have an envelope that you've opened up just on the top. If you've already opened it on the side, you'd have to glue it shut and then leave one end open. Should have told you that first, because we're going to use that opening for a tag to go in the back. Bone folder. Okay. So now I want to make sure I do this the right way around. Why does that look crooked? Hold on a second. What do I do with it? Oh. The other day I got this out for sewing, and thought, you know what, that would be good to have. Then you could tell if you're crooked. And it is a little bit too low on that side. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that's going to be a handy little tool for making sure I've got something straight. Okay. We're just going to glue this on, and I don't think we need to, I'm just going to do this, and because I have another piece I want to wrap around, actually. So this one, no, wait a minute, does that one wrap around? No, this one does. I lied. Hold on, let me check. Yes, this wraps around. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to be rushed here. I'm going to visit my son for his birthday, which I honestly don't even know for sure how old he is. I have to figure it out. I think he's 56. Isn't that awful? The older the kids get, the harder it is to remember how old they are. And even my grandkids. Okay, I don't really need it to be that long, because that would add extra bulk in there. Okay. So now I'm going to glues to the back, just so the edges are nice. So probably didn't need to ink them all, but how it's like that, you just do and not even think. Okay, so that gives us our little pocket up here. Okay, so now I want to put this on top, and I want it to kind of be centered here. So let me just lay it on there like that so I can get a better sense. Okay. I'm just gonna mark it here and here and rip those down. Okay. Line that up straight if you can. So now this is going to be put on here. I'm wondering, do I want, I was just thinking I might need it a little bit smaller on the sides. Yeah, I think that's all right. Okay, so this little edge here, I'm going to fold it down. Keep it straight. And then I'm going to cut these in like this because we're going to stick it into here eventually. Oh, I do need to cut it down. I knew that. Let me do it on the cutter because see if it'll fit now. Okay, so that's going to fit on there. Okay, so I'm going to ink it. Sometimes I feel like inking is so hard these days, you know? I mean, there's easier ways to ink, I know. I've tried them all. I just forget to do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to put this back in here. Now I'm going to come back here and kind of line that up to the edge of this. Like so. And I'm going to cut that, rip that off. Okay. And I'm going to ink this. I'll be gluing this in eventually. Has to keep popping out. Gosh. Whoops. Just gonna put a little clip there to keep it. Okay. I did this before and there, okay. I couldn't find which way it went back on. after I inked it all. Okay, so that is going to be right there. And then we're going to have a pocket there. Oops, wrong side. Tree trunk. Okay. I guess it's fine. Okay, and then I'm just gonna. I'm going to wrap that around so it's nice and even at the bottom, nice and, yeah. Okay, so now, here we go again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on here and get it glued in. And we're gonna glue it inside the pocket area there. Doesn't have to be glued that perfectly. Get it lined up nicely. This might still be a little bit too long, but I think it'll be okay. So now I am going to put some papers in here. These are just scrap papers. Let's see. That one is, whoops. That one's too long, but we'll figure that out. Do I want one more page? Aren't coffee dyed. What? Let me stick that in here. Okay, so now we're going to set these right up here at the top, okay? Fold this part up. That's going to be our little flap. And then, oh, yeah, that's right. I thought I did. Why is it I think I did something wrong? Hold on. No, okay. Sorry about that. So, in order to keep these papers in, I'm going to take this off because it's, I don't want to take all of it off to leave the little raggedy edges. Alright, so now I'm going to lay those right at the top. And stick this here for a minute to keep those in place. So then, the first time I did this, I stapled this all in here, but the staples got in the way. Okay, so now that's all in there. I think I could move this out to here. And then I'm going to mark it inch. It's a 4-inch long piece. I just love how I can't see it. Okay, there's one mark. Okay. I think this needs to go down just a hair. Use my handy little guide here. Oh, sorry, I lost the mark. I think it's right there. Because I'm putting eyelets in here, and it's, if you get them off too much, you know, they just look crooked. All right. So the hardest part was to get my, see, that's not gonna hold. The hardest part was getting my crocodile in there. So to punch, so I'm sticking it in sideways, then I'm going like this. Move it again sideways. Oh, come on. I tell you, my eyes are not working anymore. Well, my eyes work, my glasses don't. Okay. So hopefully everything will stay where it needs to be. This might be a little too long, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I think I'll use these gunmetal looking eyelets. Oh, that's the other thing. I've got to figure out wait a minute, what happened? Oh, it's the back of the pocket. I must have, how did I do that? Oh well, it's going to be glued down anyway. I was thinking I need something to poke this bigger, just a little bit. So that darn eyelet will want to go in there. The other day, I just kind of twisted it and it popped in. It's gotta be it. I don't know where my, what do you call them? Yeah, it's just not working. Whoops, that's silver. This is the gunmetal. Trying to figure out how I punch that little hole there. Don't remember it being there. I wonder if I go like that. Oh, whoops. Now it's stuck. Believe I did that. Oh, look at that. It's stuck. It isn't one thing, it's another for me. All right. Now, this fits in there okay. It's the punch that I couldn't get in. Okay. The luck I have, I swear. I thought, oh, that'll be good. I can just press it down hard and it'll push it on. It didn't do that. All right, so now we have this, and this lifts up, and you have your little tablet in here. Now, if you wanted to, you could, you know, crease that, but I'm going to leave it that way for now. And let's see, what do I want to put in here to tie it? I have this black. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. Okay. So, the other day when I couldn't get this to get tight, it was a different project, but Kathy sent me a video on how to do this. So if you want it to be tight, you wrap this around again. And if you think that's not enough, you can wrap it another time. And then that tightens this up. Is that right? I thought I just... This is a little thick. I tried it with, like, yeah, this is very thick. All right, so do I want to use this or not? I kind of like that. I think I'll just let it hang there like that. This is kind of like a leather. If I put this underneath here. Hey, look at that. Okay, just a little something. Because I don't think I need to decorate there, but I think I'll put something here. Now, for in here, we're going to glue this little pocket down. Like that. I could have put like a tab on the bottom here. I don't know if I have one handy to show you. But then you could have just slip it into this little pocket. But I kind of like just a tad too long. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny bit. I have to use this because I'll end up ripping it off. Okay. That page got a little crooked, but that's okay. Just rip it off a little bit. If you wanted to, you could always glue your papers together before you do the eyelets. Where's my ink? Oh. You could round these corners if you wanted, but I didn't because then these papers would probably show. Okay, so now we need to put something in there. I wonder if that would fit. All right, where's my... something that's been cut out already. Oh, that hides him. Darn it. Gonna need tiny tags. What did I do with them? I know I had a whole bunch because I just had them out. Well, we need a big tag. So, that one in there. This, I'm not sure what she was thinking when she put this hole, because I can't really cut it out. No. Oh, I probably have a this size. I might cut it out, but I don't know if I'm going to put a tie in it. I know I can't reach that. Darn. I guess I'll have to leave it. I don't think a reinforcer would it's so weird how things get on the bottom. You know, that might work. Oh, it's ripped. Yep. Okie doke. That looks better, even if I don't put anything in it. Okay, guys. I don't want him to fall down on his face. So now, these journal cards, oh, maybe these, no, those are not journal cards. I think they might be over here. really don't think I want them to be tags. So I'm going to cut this down. Because if they're tags, you feel like you have to put something nope. Just gonna put some corners on this, rounded. How much time have I spent? Okay, we're not too far. I might sew around these, I'm not sure. That looks better. Hopefully that'll fit on the page. Okay, now something for here. I was gonna, oh, here's a tab that I was thinking, like, it's either journal cards or, yeah, I think I'll just do, I don't think a tab would be good. And that owl doesn't look good with that owl because it's not the same color. Let's see if I can get this. Whoop. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but okay. Just to make that a little grungier. Okay, and then I'll need, maybe I'll stamp right there, something. How about toxic? Would that be a good word for? No, it's not good. Change my mind there. I need something that's just probably just something like that. Not that one. I don't know what that's. Oh, specimens. Okay, I think think I like the circle effect. And I have this one that's just a circle. Going kind of like that. Yeah, I watched Gail yesterday, I think. And I never get around to watching her. I mean, not so much get around, but when I go to look for a channel, I'm looking for something in particular. And hers came up in my not search, but my feed. And so I started watching it, and she did this little thing with the notebook. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't show that good, but at least it's something. Probably should have put it up in that corner. Okay. Now, I guess all I have to do here is ink it, and then when you glue it down on a page, which is what I could do. Hold on a second. I would like to get this finished, and I really should go back and I can't find the page with all the mushrooms on it. I don't know what I know there's smaller mushrooms. But sometimes just... So I was thinking I needed to go back and shrink those down. It's hard for me because it's, what do you call that? It's a PDF, so it's not as easy to size down. And when I size down, I have to go to multiples because otherwise I get all kinds of, leftover paper if I only print one to a sheet. I'm sorry, I just need to straighten up a little bit. Okay. Let's find a place. Oh, this is the one I did before as my sample. And it's more fallish. And then that lifts up like this. And that pages are in there. And I just think that looks kind of cool. Really. And then I put the 2 eyelets in here. Gold ones. But see, again, I was having a hard time getting them in the right spot. Placing them in the right spot. So this, I've added the elastic band. And it's not quite even. But I couldn't do anything about it. I'm sorry. But I got everything else glued on there. I think it's all pretty good. It's stable. I've got this on the inside. Oh, and you guys, I don't think you guys saw the inside. All I did was collage some paper, some book page in there. Whoop. Did I forget to glue the bottom down? It's just like me. Okay, I guess I have to do that. All right, then we got this lady here, and we've got a pocket here. And then on this pocket, I took my score board. Let me show you. See if I have another pocket or something. I didn't really get very many pockets with this. Oh, here's one. But I don't want to score that. The only reason I scored it, because to give it some texture without putting an element on there. That's crazy. I can't find anything to score. Let's pretend we're going to use this for a pocket. So I turn it on the back side, and then I just take my scoreboard and run score lines in various sizes. Trying to keep it straight. And then this is all textured, and you can ink around it, over it, and I'll give a little bit more. I was thinking I probably could maybe I could do some diagonal lines, maybe wear those, and it would look kind of a plaid design. Fingers are sticky, and so now we have the lines going the reverse or crossed. You can't, the ones that are straight down look like they kind of disappeared, probably because I flattened them out. But I think that's kind of cool. And I think you could still probably write on it. I need longer scissors. I might as well cut that up and be able to use it somewhere. It's already pretty dark. I don't know. Could use it right there with, yeah, I think I want, my chair has a leather seat, and if I leave my drawer open, the leather seat, too big. Pocket's too big. That might be good. I'll cut it later. Fit in there. Okay. Okay, this one here, what I want to do is cover this with this paper. And I'm going to I'm just going to try to slide that. Hold on a second. No, I think I was just going to leave it on the outside, but I folded this over in here so it would lay down flat. I mean, it would give an edge where I'm going to put a journal card. So let me do this real quick. It won't take but a second. Let's see, I think we can glue all of it except this section. Found this black envelope in my stash, and I always liked black envelopes. I don't really have any more. I used them a lot in some of the journals. Okay, So this should have not glued it. I don't know, that might not work now. Let me get a wipe. Sometimes you can just lightly wipe the glue off. Okay, sure that's open. Let me get a heat gun and see if I can get that to dry real quick. It's not dry yet, but I think it'll dry clear. All right, so here we have glue on that edge. Okay, so now I need a journal card for that, but I was going to take that one and fold it over this because I think it looks really cool on that Florentine paper. And I mean, this is from another kit. So you could write on this side if you have the white gel pen. You could also put something in there. But do I want this back here? This is always my dilemma. I could cut it off right at the edge. And then I could cover this with something. I got to keep track of the time because I'm not paying attention and I'm going to go over time. All right, so let's just cut off this extra piece. And I'm going to glue it to the back like that. So on this one, instead of having the card open here, I put this on top so I could put journal cards inside of here. Okay, and I think I need to make a divot there. So let me put this on. It was just something different. We always use the same thing. The same way. That's a spot to journal. And then on this side, I could put maybe some washi. It's not quite wide enough. Lace. This is kind of cool. It's not very straight though. I like that. I'm going to leave it out just in case I could use it. That shows through too much. All right, guys. Time for all this. I want to keep going. Okay, I think I'll come back and find the right thing for this. I think it's because it's cut off black there, so I'm wondering if I could... Why is it doing that? I don't know. I could come back and maybe patch it in. Yeah, I'm just going to set that there for now. And then I'll put lace over it or something. Trim. Okay, so that we gotta find a place for this guy. Let's see. Yeah, he's still inside. Okay, because I think these two go together really well. It's just that this page is flimsy and this is becoming pretty heavy. Oh, I don't use that page. That one's not bad. It's got the baby over there. Just trying to decide what I'd rather cover up. I think I'm going to do it here. Well, it looks best on that other page, but because it's strong enough. And I put this in that we made the other day. My center pockets. I don't really want to make another one. I like those. I like these design. It's just that I haven't done anything to the back of this book yet. So okay, we could do it here. There's one there, but it's at the back, so to even out the things better. All right, so now let's see, do I need to do anything on there? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna glue stick it in the middle part. Could make another pocket here on the back if you wanted, but I think it has enough pockets. I don't like covering any of these pages, honestly. Move it. So that's a bunch of journaling space. I mean, this is kind of a spooky Halloweenish, but I'm not putting the word Halloween in here. So, you know, you could use this all year long if you like that spooky stuff. These cards will fit in here once I cut them. Okay. how much time I've got. 55 minutes, so I don't think I have anything else that... Well, I have this one. Let's see, where do I want to put this? That came with the kit, and I think that looks cool. I've got these ladies here, and I think I'm just going to put them here on this walkway. I think they look good there. That's not too bad because this looks good up there with it. Looks better than that one. Let's see, where are we in the page? The pages. That one. Tons of pages. That looks good. I'm thinking we should take the Halloween pumpkins out. Oh, there's some there. But it's okay for some. All right, I think I'll put this here. I have to work on a lot more journal cards. Now these, you just stagger them. And I don't glue the bottoms. That way, if I want to put a journal card that's larger, I can. Okay, so now I need just to find some journal cards, and that one's got a pumpkin. I never let them dry, you guys. I have to go back and glue everything. Alright, that one's got a pumpkin on it. These have pumpkins. I guess I'm not going to be able to avoid pumpkins. Spider. This lantern's cute. Kind of like the look of the stripes. I probably lost you guys. Okay, kind of like that. Could put more of these in there. All right, I think I'll come back and maybe add some other elements to that, plus something down here. This is a belly band. That might be something to put. Oh, I could put a belly band on this. All right, I'm going to leave that there because that wouldn't be too heavy. All right, guys, I guess that's all I can do without starting a whole new piece of ephemera. unless I can fill up the rest of this and be done. I have beads that I'm going to put on this. And yeah, I'm really disappointed that I punched that hole to put this there because I thought I was in the center, and evidently not. But if I move it up to here, I don't know if I can cover it. You know, I might be able to. I could. I mean, I could put lace down that edge or something. I'll think about it. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment, okay? Have a great day. We'll see you in a couple days. Bye.